Show. Chyna Pink Show. Chyna Pink Show. India, A, and Nikki. Peekaboo and Stacy with the Chyna Pink Show. 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 The Chyna Pink Show. Chyna Pink Show. Chyna Pink Show. Chyna Pink Show. Chyna Pink Show.
Hey y'all, hey everybody. Welcome, welcome. It's the ladies of the Chyna Pink Show.
Hello.
Today we got to, hey y'all just don't know. Y'all know how we start out. When I'm here, y'all already know how we start out our days off, baby. I'm telling you, we get it together though. First and foremost, I got to get this thing up.
All right.
Y'all know y'all got a bed with a sister. Y'all got a bed with a sister.
Go on and do
You know when you got to be an octopus. I don't know. You're working with a phone with duct tape and stuff. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to the ladies of the Chyna Pink Show. Today, our special guest, co-host, is none other than my personal photographer, Big Shot Scot.
All right now.
Yes.
Scott.
Also, we're going to have Teela Brown. She's coming on in our second half. She's an actress / model. And today, I don't know if we're freelancing with the topics.
Pretty much.
We always got a lot to talk about anyway. Don't ever think we don't have it together, because we do. We really do. We do. So today, you could call us up if you just want to talk to us, say hi, say hello, say a couple of words, ask some questions for Scott, our guest. You could give us a call at 240-389-3397.
She got it today.
Yeah, I got it. You can also watch us on Facebook Live or WinDCRadio.com and share it so everybody else can watch us too. Watch all the shenanigans go on. Also, if you have a business, if you own your own business, you have a party coming up, we'll promote you. We'll give you a little bit. We ain't gonna give you a whole lot, but we're gonna give you some. We're gonna give you some airtime. Nothing like supporting. And you're interested in having a commercial, maybe a commercial or advertisement played on our show, you can email us at thechynapinkshow@aol.com. Chyna is spelled with a Y, Chyna. And also, please follow us on our Instagram page. Kevin has that thing pop locking and rocking. Follow us on Instagram at the Chyna Pink Show. Tag a friend, share our page. Call your cousin and them over there and tell them stop what they doing and tune in and email us and just put us on, help get us on the map some more.
That's right.
That's right.
Appreciate you. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna turn it all over to Mr. Big Shot Scott.
Really?
Yes, we want you to tell us a lot about yourself. Okay. We got a little time. We started on time. You can tell us about yourself and what you have going on and your accomplishments and things.
Okay. Well, name's Scot Midgett. Owner of Big Shot Scot Photography, production, what have you. Started pretty much 2013. I've been doing photography since high school, and we're not gonna say how long ago that was, but since '88. So from Capitol Heights, grew up in Capitol Heights. Been in PG County all my life, but started doing this professionally back in 2013 as far as photography. Actually got started with Mitch. Of course, Mitch Cradle, on some projects. What were we doing? Oh, Diva City. We started doing Diva City, and then we did I was like the behind-the-scenes photographer for Mitch. My brother-in-law, J. Dino Blasco, brought me aboard, and from day one, that's how I met Stacy and a couple other folks. Well, not a couple other folks, whole family of people, Mitch and Commodore and the whole crew. But since then, just getting on that scene, doing the behind-the-scenes things, and started doing work for people that expanded my role. I do a lot of community work for football and basketball, doing pictures and stuff like that. I sponsor a cheerleading squad, Black Diamonds cheerleaders, do their pictures and things for them. My thing is, I don't really, it's not about the money. You know, when it comes to these kids, you know, it's about opportunity for them to grow. Stacy knows us. Stacy and I have done some work together with Central High School, promoting some kids for the prom. We got some other stuff in the works that's going on. So I've worked with Randall Lawrence on his movie project, Water with Slice of Lemon. Work with, I'm the camera person for Gil Nelson and Pam Nelson on Loyal and Trust. Is something that's coming out. We're doing a pilot coming out. Just filmed their play for them. No Time. Did y'all get to see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. Very good play.
Our girl was in it.
I was gonna say Nikki was in it, right?
Yes.
Shout out to Nick.
And it's funny. One of the reasons why Nikki came to me to get some pictures done, and she was telling me she was interested in doing acting, and I told her to give Gil a call, and Gil put her on. So, you know, things like that. I've done work with Stacey. I took some pictures of her. We did a photo shoot. You know, just all around. I do what I can. You know, we do weddings. We do we do wedding, football games, whatever. If it can be shot, I shoot it. Both on the photography side as well as the video side. So we got a lot of things coming up for the rest of this year and moving forward into next year, and you know, supporting the community. And I hope, you know, that support comes back to us. So you know, I don't anticipate slowing down. I just see the future as being bright. You know, whether it's helping our kids out here or, you know, helping everybody, you know, get to that next level. So, and we're gonna get there. You know, DC is very underrated when it comes to this talent, from radio shows and things like that. And, you know, we're going to put us on the map and, you know, keep going. And it ain't no hate or anything like that. You know, it's about supporting whoever and everybody that makes it out of here. So I don't have no problem with that. So
what made you in the 80s, what made you want to get into photography? Because in the 80s, we didn't have smartphones and we didn't have the fancy cameras that we have now.
Right.
So what made you actually want to get into it?
You know, I used to watch a lot of TV, and I used to wonder, while everybody was watching the storylines, I would always wonder how they do that. I wonder how, you know, that happened, and you know, and I just got interested at wanting to be behind the scenes of things that happen, and I've always just been interested in taking pictures. You know, so I did a lot of you know, just a lot of landscape pictures and wilderness pictures and things like that. I was going to go to school for it, but trying to go to school and work at the same time got sidetracked. So pretty much 2013 rolled around. I used to coach football for Upper Marlboro. And, you know, once those kids went on to high school, I said, you know, one way to still be a part of them is to still be on the field. So I started taking pictures, you know, and Douglas High School was one of the high schools that I followed because a lot of my kids went there. But pretty much I've always been interested in the behind the scenes of how things work, from newscasting to movies to, you know, anything like that. So yeah.
So do you find it more so, how would I say this? Well, with your learning, with your experience, does it well, I see what you do, but for everybody else, I mean, does that, you know, do you feel, we always learn something new every day, but do you find it more exciting for you when you learn things just on site physically by like working with Mitch, Randall, and everybody, you know, working, you learn, you know, and then working around other people? Is it things that you pick up on that you may not have known, and you say, oh, you know.
Oh, yeah, you know, the great thing about what we do is that, you know, is because everybody has different styles. I've learned from all those guys or what have you, and not just them, some of the photographers as well. And it's a challenge to think, okay, this is how I do it, but there's a better way, or there's a different way to do it that enhances. I talk to those guys all the time, you know, about technique and you know, things like that. That either I seen them do and say, you know, how'd you do that, or what was that, or what piece of equipment is that, how's it work, this and that and the other. So even though we're shooting live, it's still conversation going on, you know, and a lot of teaching, you know, as far as, I mean, and it goes beyond just, you know, working the camera. I've had, you know, one of my good friends, Rod Wilson, helped me tremendously on the editing side of pictures and things like that, where I thought, okay, this is good, and he's like, yeah, but have you tried this? You know, I'm like, damn, yeah, you know. So it's all, and then I see, you know, like I said, other photographers. Like I said, that's why there's never no hate or anything like that. It's, you see some things that they do, and you pick up on a technique that you're not doing or what have you, and you reach out. I can tell you sometimes when I post pictures and stuff like that, if they're not right, I get calls. It's like, what was that? You know, and it's like, yeah, you know, and it's like.
And that's what's up,
oh,
though.
Yeah,
That's
but
what's up. That's what's up.
it's not hate. Yeah, it's not. It's you know, real, you know, good criticism to get that, and I admire the guys and the ladies who do it. You know, so it's not like, oh, they just hating on the work or they hating on. Nah, it's like.
And that's
it's like, yeah. I mean, in a heartbeat, you know, I'll get a call and it's like, hey man, take that down. That's, you know, that's not. And I'm probably the worst at taking selfies and stuff like that. And you know, I'll get like, man, you can't be off. You know, it's like you gotta put out there what you expect people to want from you, not just, oh man, I took that with my cell phone. It's like, nah, that's not good enough. You know, take that down. You know, you got to be better than that. You know, because you never know who's watching. You know, for us to try to get to the next level. I mean, from all this, even you guys in here, you know, you just never know. You know, so we always have to put our best foot forward.
And nowadays, if you take something with your cell phone, it better be good, especially if you're a
Oh, yeah.
photographer.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's people who have recorded entire movies and videos on a cell
That is
phone.
true.
Because
That
the
is
equipment could have broken down.
That is true.
You would have never known it
Nope.
was a cell phone.
No, you better be prepared.
Yeah.
You know, if as a photographer, if you put something out, like I said, you know, it's going to be some critiquing from somebody. You know, so, but I welcome that. You know, like you were saying, it's opportunity for us to grow. I'm constantly looking at videos and reading and doing research, trying to get better, not just for myself, but you know, to help others. You know, maybe you know, go to another level. Photographer named Rodney Rice. I don't know if you all know him, but Rodney does work out of Capitol Heights. He's got a shop out there, and he does a lot of work with like black ballet companies. And his work, I'm like, wow, you know. And like I said, every time you think, you know, you're there, you see stuff like that, and I mean, you know, he's got, you know, big pictures on the wall and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, I got work to do, you know. But he'll look at and he'll say the same thing, you know. So, but you know, it's just I welcome it, and I'd love to see all of us doing well. So,
Are you familiar with a photographer by the name of Troy Woods? It's a husband and wife duo. She does makeup, he does photography.
I know, I don't know them personally, but I am familiar with,
They're good
Yes.
people.
Yes.
And we used to actually have a business together.
Oh, cool.
And it was called TLC.
Okay.
So I was driving down 301 Branch Avenue, and I passed a billboard, and it was Dee Dee Freeman and her husband.
Okay.
And I'm like, I know who did this picture. So I called him. I'm like, did you shoot them for this? And he's like, yeah, we just did that billboard. And it's stuff like that that you never know who may see your work, and you have a name to it, and it's like, I know such and such did that. So that speaks volume.
And that's funny you say that, because when you start seeing people's work, you know exactly who did it. You know, it's like, oh, that's so and so. Jay Dino tells me that all the time. It's
Everybody
like, I
has
know,
a signature.
we all have a different style, which is great. You know, we're not all robots, you know, doing work or what have you. And it's just so many talented people out here. You know, we got some folks, well, I ain't gonna go into that, but it's a lot of talented people out here who's doing it, and you know.
You should have went into it. It's the ladies of the Chyna Pink Show on Sunday evening. You should have went all the way into it.
You know me. I'm all the way. I don't want to be in the middle of it. I'm sorry for I missed the drama, but I was minding my business.
No, it's just, I just say, you know, we got, like I said, got to be ready. And, you know, I was talking to Gil one day, Gil Nelson, and he was saying how, you know, you want everybody to succeed, you know, not just for the fact that, you know, being good people, but in a selfish way, because like I said, this whole DC thing, right? If we put garbage out, we start getting known as, you know, DC got garbage. And we don't want to do that, you know. So it's like, you know, it's sometimes we see work and it's like, I wish that wasn't out there, or I wish they, you know, would take the time to learn their craft, to, you know, to really know and understand what they're doing, because again, everybody's watching us, you know, so it's
Especially
like,
DC.
especially DC, you know, I mean, I look at a lot of I look at YouTube web shows and stuff a lot, and I see a lot of attention that, you know, other cities get, and I'm like, I say it, Mitch says it all the time, we're as good or better than a lot of these, you know, different places or what have you. But it only takes one or two, you know, not so up to par.
To give us
Yeah,
a
we'll
bad
take it on
in
down.
its
give us
entirety. I think that's in every sub-industry, if I could say it that way. From photography to hair and makeup to acting. When it comes to us, we have to be, unfortunately, better than everybody else that's doing it, because they critique us so much, and I think it's because we're in such a political area. The DMV is very political, so if we don't come correct, we can't be ratchet.
Right.
Or if we have a bad name, we have to have some type of tact and coof with what we do. We can't do it like everybody else. We have to be different.
Right.
But if we stop trying to do it against each other,
There you go.
Right.
and come together and do this,
Yeah.
then
Right.
you know, because like you said, we will always be deemed for what little thing went wrong,
Right.
and never the accolades for all of this right.
Right.
You know, so yeah, that is the truth. But we just have to ourselves stop always thinking that. Well, we may think it, but once you let the enemy know that they're bothering you,
Right.
then they're going to keep on, and you're going to stop focusing on what you're supposed to be doing, and your craft going to go like this, because you're so busy every time you jump or get a platform, you hollering about somebody hating on you and all that. Don't you giving them what they want. This is your platform. Talk about what you want to talk about.
Right.
Don't keep talking about, and for the haters and for the, guess what? You know, I'm going to get this airtime right here, and guess what, baby? Hey, I got this going on, and we're going to watch this happen and this, that.
Right. Right.
Shine, do your shine, and don't worry about somebody hating on you,
Exactly.
because you gonna keep on going. You know they can hating or whatever whatever they're doing on you. You know they doing it, so guess what? Take that other 2 steps up and make it a little better. Now they mad.
Right.
Maybe they go kill themselves. I don't know, but that's what we got to get out of. We got to stop getting. We have to get out of the pulling each other down and thinking that, you know, you never know, that person that you think hating on you may be the one that's really looking out for you, but you really don't know it, because they're behind the scenes and doing something.
Or it could be we're assuming they're hating.
Hey,
We
that's
talked
what I say all the
we
time.
talked
I was
about
about to
that
say.
from the
You're right.
Like maybe no one's really even hating.
I say it all the
Right.
time on
Right.
my posts. I always say, why do you think people don't like you?
Yeah. Yeah.
What type of person are you? Are you that much?
Yeah.
What do you think of yourself?
Yeah, and like I said, some people take hate when a person has a critique, they take it as hate, and it's not. You know, not like I said, if somebody can offer, you know, constructive criticism to something that I'm doing or what have you, you know, I mean, and you might at the time, you know, you get in your feelings and this and that and
Think
other,
about
but
it.
yeah, but
Yeah,
you're thinking about it,
have
it's
fun,
like,
just
right, you know, but it's like, you know what, you know, maybe it wasn't, maybe I took it wrong.
And you
know?
can never prejudge anybody, because
Exactly.
the person who's critiquing you could be somebody to take you to the next level.
Thank you.
Exactly.
But your
Yeah.
assumption that they're hating, you're putting them in the category, and it may not even be their category for them to go in.
That's what I'm saying.
And you can't get caught up on, because, you know, Stacy doesn't like that person, so I automatically don't like that person.
It's a lot.
You know,
We can
This
tarnish
area
us.
is
We
known
can
for
tarnish
that.
some people now.
Right.
We can throw a coating on it.
And I
now.
have, you know, I've been guilty of that. You know, it's like, you know, some rumblings gone on with other people, and it's like, well, I ain't gonna mess with that person. And I've actually ran into a person who everybody had, not everybody, but a lot of people had beef with. But when him and I sat down and we talked, you know, it was like, okay, well, I don't have nothing to do with that, you know, and because, you know, you're friends with both sides. If you got that respect, they know, you know, it's like,
Thank
okay,
you.
well, it's not like he's trying to play this one against that one. No,
Right.
I'm cool with everybody. So whatever your reasoning is for not dealing with that person, you know, you do you. I'm good with it.
You just
know?
have to make the executive decision to keep it a business relationship.
There you
That's
go.
right.
I've
There you
had
go.
a lot of relationships like that, where somebody I'm very close with and trust, one of the only people I trust, wasn't really cool with somebody else. But they specifically let me know, go ahead. I would advise you to go ahead and have a business relationship with that person because they are good with business. But when it gets personal, they're just not good with that. So that was, to me, very good advice, and that allowed me to see people from a different perspective. So you can have both relationships.
Right.
You just have to know how to keep one personal and one business.
Right.
And don't bring those people together in the same room.
And we have a lot of people who want us to fail. They'll talk to us and this and that and other, but I truly believe if you approach something and you have a genuine, feeling of wanting to help or to be a part of something, that's what matters to me. I ran into a gentleman, well, it was outside of a 7-Eleven. It was a homeless person, and the man had duct tape on his shoes. And I see him all the time, and and I'm like, I said, what size shoe you wear? So he told me 10. I said, you know what? True story. I was like, I got 2 brand new pair of Nikes. I said, I'll be right back. I came back. I gave that man 2 pair of shoes in the boxes. Gave him 2 pair of shoes, and someone saw him afterwards. Said, he went around the corner and sold those shoes, right? That's why I don't help homeless people. I'm like, no. That's not why I did it.
That's right.
Now, if he did it because he needed that money for those shoes or whatever, I don't care what he did as far as if he went and bought alcohol or this. That wasn't my intentions.
Right.
My intentions was to help him, if he needed a pair of shoes. Whatever he did with it, my heart said, help that man.
And your heart was happy, and you were perfectly okay with that.
And don't sit there and critique what I did. Well, maybe you should have helped him. If that was important to you to see what he did with it, so that's why I just don't, I try to lead with my heart when it comes to stuff like that. I can be petty,
we all can be petty.
I'm working on it.
Working on it.
Acts of kindness come from your heart. Acts of kindness do not come from somebody else's opinion. When you want to do something for someone or with someone, you do it because that's what you really genuinely want to do.
Yeah.
And you will receive your blessing tenfold.
Oh, yeah.
That's the truth. That's the true thing. That's the truth. So, Scott, tell us now, when you gonna do our photo shoot? I was just about to say what you, Scott.
Well, no, I think we're
we got it together.
But for real.
We already got it.
No, seriously, I think we're set up for like the 20. I got to
Yeah,
look
we
at the
got
calendar,
it.
like the 21st or something.
I'm just messing with you.
Okay.
I got it. I already got it.
And that's the craziest thing about doing all of this is I've met so many people, so many different people, that like you guys, when you all used to do the Housewives of Benton Road, I used to watch and this and that and other. So getting the opportunity to just, meet and work with people or what have you, it's been great.
I'm waiting for Stace to come in here with them lashes on, child. I'm going to fall out this chair. I'm going to fall out this she do with she gonna have her hair one day. It's gonna come down to her eyelash.
I'm gonna pass out.
One day, don't pass out because we don't have that many first responders around here. Don't pass out.
It's coming.
Yeah, but Scott, I really appreciate you coming out. We have like 5 more minutes before our next guest come in.
We've been
And
talking that long, huh?
yeah, you know how it go.
It
One thing
like
leads
time
No,
flies
shoot.
when you.
That works.
when
one
you
thing
have
leads to
fun.
another all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
But Scott, so we're going. I want you to tell everyone where we can find you, your social medias, information and all.
My website is bigshotscot.com. On Instagram, I'm at BigShotScott216. That's my birthday, so y'all can remember that. Give me some-
Gifts.
Yeah, BigShotScott216. Of course, Facebook, I'm just Scott Midgett. I don't think I have any other media that, I got a Twitter account, but I never use it, so I wouldn't.
The young folks say Twitter is what's happening nowadays.
That's what they say.
Do they?
I can't get into it, and I have an
one.
account.
I couldn't
never
either.
use it.
Y'all, couldn't find nobody. So I think I started following. I'm gonna tell y'all why I went on there.
Why? Tell us why you
I really got a Twitter page so I can go on there and say something to Trump, right? So I just said, nah, I ain't even gonna get, cause you know how you be looking at all that mess, and and I went on there and I just was watching what everybody was putting on. I was like, I want to say something so bad. I said, hell no. I said, no, I ain't saying a word. They ain't coming up looking at microscoping and putting the
They
button so you can see me on my TV.
They're not gonna find you anyway. You look different every single
I know.
day.
I thought about that.
You definitely.
I thought about
incognito.
that. I thought about
what's
that.
What's the X-Men character Mystique? That's who you are. You are different.
Yes, you are.
I thought about that, though.
Yes.
I thought about that. If my heart wasn't how it was and I had some little criminal mind, man, things would be tough, real good for me
They
right
wouldn't find you, honey.
Nah, they
promise
wouldn't.
you that.
They would.
She'd disappear in one of them dresses she make with her hair all
Yeah,
different.
one way, and then you don't know if it's real or not. Then.
I mean, that's in the same day sometimes.
Yes.
You'll post a picture. And
Oh, you saw that the other day. We was in the car.
Yeah.
Hold up, though. We were headed to somewhere, but I started out one way, and Lord got to flash and something. It was in the back seat.
What?
Yeah.
The hair.
I believe it.
I mean, you put
Hair
it
was in the
side by
back seat.
side. She put it side by side in the picture.
Hair in
I'm
the back
like,
seat.
That's right.
Then came off, and then this happened. Boom.
Right.
Stacey crazy.
Long as you
She
keep a
must
brush
have
on.
had
Mermaid.
She had
A
some
little
dreads
mermaid.
next week.
Unicorn
A bob
today.
today.
She looked like
Keep
a
a
little
brush.
unicorn.
Shoot, we had when we did our prom sponsor for Central High School. When the young lady called me after meeting Stacy, she's like, "Miss Stacy is fly."
She is
You got
fly.
call me.
She is
I had
fly.
them girls out. They was a mess though. They was little much.
She is
You know how we
fly,
got to
y'all.
do.
Yeah, you kept it going.
Hey Scott, you know what we
Appreciate
should do? You
What's
know
that?
I'm always thinking let's do a shoot-a-thon.
You know what? I actually, we actually at the beginning of the year, we actually, Teresa Urban, who owns 3 Divas Design.
Shout out to 3 Divas.
Yes, Lord.
Always right there.
That's my spot.
Always.
She was gonna set up to where we actually had it set up, and it's funny you said that because we didn't get any interest in it, right? We had it set up where we were gonna have 5 photographers set up around her shop and invite models and folks to come in and just give. Well, I think we were gonna charge like $10 per model, but you could get a portfolio to shoot with 5 different photographers. From headshots to, we were going to have it set up all around the room. And we didn't get that much interest in it.
Let's do it.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do
Oh,
it.
yeah.
We're going to talk.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say.
It's called
Shoot-a-thon.
Yeah.
Big Shot Scott's Shoot-a-thon.
Yeah. And
Big Shot Scott's
We're
Shoot-a-thon.
going to pin that at the bottom of.
And Stacey Tyson going to be your host.
Stacey Tyson going to be the hype man. She going to get it
I'm
poppin',
hype
y'all.
whatever pictures you want coming in, I'm going to hype it up for you.
we got it. We got it.
Yes. Hey, Randall. Shout out to Randall who's watching. Everybody who's watching the
Hey.
ladies of the Chyna Pink Show. Y'all listen. We got it going on there. Every time Scott and I get on the phone, we always come up with something. Also, right now we have going on along with the ladies of the Chyna Pink Show. I want to throw that out there. If anybody want to make any donations for our back to school drive, we're doing a cuts and dues here with ladies of the Chyna Pink Show as well. Scott and myself, along with Mitch Cradle, Randall Lawrence, a few other people have done our sponsors for our cuts and dues. So I'm in my hand and a lot of stuff right now, but we're giving back. So if anybody have any donations you would like to make to help out with the ladies of the Chyna Pink Show, as far as backpacks, we're here August 26th, 5 to 6.
But they can bring them here from every
Sunday.
until-
Every Sunday, you can bring a donation here. We don't have that many Sundays to go before then, but what we can do is, if you have anything you want to donate to us, you can reach out to any one of the ladies of the Chyna Pink Show. The email address, Chyna Pink Show.
The Chyna Pink Show.
Chyna Pink Show at AOL.com.
The wrong person to ask.
Okay, all right, we got this. That's what you do.
say,
Hey,
yeah.
y'all already know you got Stacy, you have India, you have Stacy, you have Maya, you have Nikki, you have Treese, you have Chandra, and so all of us, somebody will get back with you. Somebody will, because this is for the baby. So we're trying to get these donations out, y'all. Y'all, please, please, please
And
come help us
supplies
out.
this weekend, if you go to Virginia before the store closes, tax-free.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
well, it's tax-free. Also, I heard they have what book bags. What they say the book bags were? Ooh. I'm going to find out, but you get cheap book bags and everything. So if you get donations, I don't care if you bring a box of pencils, the dollar store, y'all. Come on, we got to help these babies out. We want to get them educated as much as we can. As far as the haircuts and hairdos, really, really quick.
Okay.
Now, we are asking the less fortunate.
There you go.
Less fortunate.
One more time.
Seriously,
One
y'all,
more time.
less fortunate. We get our nails done. We get our feet done. We go get these lashes. We want to get these babies that they're not getting properly groomed. Get their haircuts and get their hairdos for school. If you know any kids, families that are less fortunate that you may see, please put a bug in their ear, ask for their parents' number or something, and pass the information on. We are looking to recruit the kids to go back to school. We don't want this bullying stuff going on, all that type of stuff that may incur with these kids going back, not looking like the others. Y'all know how we do. So we're going to look out for these
give
babies.
Give them details on that, because I saw on the flyer that you would do braids.
Yeah, okay. Now let me just
I'm
say this.
I'm not gonna do braids, y'all. I'm gonna do y'all cute little blowouts and some ponytails or cute little.
Okay, so what I've heard so far, we have the barbers, ready. We need 10 males, 10 males for haircuts. Get at us. Less fortunate, please. We have for hairdos. I'm volunteering 5 hairdos. If it is braids, it is an exception. I'm not doing any Senegalese braids. We're going to go within reason, y'all. I'm donating my time and all. So we're going to do something like, I will go with a 3 hour or less. As far as the time I go is 3 hours. So whatever you can get within 3 hours, I will provide that for you. Also, we have my best friend, my sister Nikki. She does excellent braids for kids, grown-ups as well. No extensions, braids, kids hair braid, off the chain.
Cool.
Nikki. So y'all let us know if y'all have any kids. Best friend, how many you willing to do? 5.
Yeah,
best friend got 5.
We'll all do 5, and I'm not.
Hey, y'all here's less fortunate, y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all get these kids, get us some information. Now we got 15 little girls here so far. Also, we already have, I think, 5 more, 5 or 10 more.
Hair
for ladies, for girls.
I don't know. We got to get that.
I think whatever that is, we on the move with that. So what I need to do for our sponsors, anybody else that wants to sponsor, let us know your schedule. We're working on your time. These kids go back to school, I believe, August 20th.
I'll say so.
Something like that.
PG County goes back in September 4th, I believe. It's after Labor Day.
Okay, and DC goes back then. Okay, so we're running a little bit into our time for our second guest, but I want to thank you, Big Shot Scott, for coming through.
Thank y'all.
Again, y'all check Scott out, and we're gonna give y'all some more information on his shoot-a-thon.
Oh yeah.
We'll talk back about it
before the end of the show. Things like
again, give it to us again.
Like I said, BigShotScott.com, on Instagram, BigShotScott216. One of my partners put the Instagram thing up, but I mean the Twitter thing, but I missed it again. Okay. And real quick, we're gonna do the haircuts for young men. More that'll come with Stacy and I. And Randall Lawrence and Mitch Crater, and we're going to reach out to some other folks or whatever. We're going to send these kids back right.
That's right.
So far, Mo Kemp, so far, he's doing 5.
Good.
And like that barbershop is doing 10.
Okay, like that. Okay. Cool. All right.
We may have one more barber, so.
Good.
All right, we're going to stay on top of that. So, again, thank you, Scott.
Thank y'all.
For coming out and kicking it with us. We'll see you again.
All right.
All right.
Appreciate y'all.
All right, y'all.
All right.
And we'll be right back.
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Hello, hello. Okay, y'all, we're back. Our second half of the Ladies of the Chyna Pink Show. And we have our special guest, co-host with us, Teela B, y'all. She in the building.
Hey, girl.
Hey, Teela B.
Hi, guys. Thanks for having me.
Miss Teela B came in here and her awesome awards world up with her sash and her crown and
I was
stuff.
just crowned yesterday, so I'm still.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations, dear.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank
So, welcome again. And just tell us a lot about yourself.
Okay, so I'm Teela B. I'm an actress, I'm a model, and I'm a newly crowned beauty queen. So God is good.
Yes.
I'm a wife. I'm a sister. I'm just Teela B. So I'm here, and I appreciate you guys inviting me today.
Well,
That's what's up. That's what's up. So tell us a little bit about why you got crowned. What is this about?
So Fred Newsom, he's an awesome activist in the community. He has an award show. It's a gospel award show. He used to work for the Stellars and he used to work for the Grammys. So he's trying to get his brand to a bigger platform on the level of the people that he used to work with. So I've been working with him for about a year as one of the Newsom Awards models. And just this award show, I hosted the team pageant part of it. So he just decided to bless me and make me Miss Newsom world. So I was just excited about that. Since I was a little girl, I dreamed about being like crowned and a sash, so it just finally happened. So.
And it
We
says
all
Miss
congratulations.
Miss Newsom Awards world.
Okay.
So question, when
congratulations.
you were hosting more so the teen aspect of it, were these teen models?
So what we did was to make the show exciting, we asked some teens in the audience to become a part of the show. So because we wanted to have, different things going on with the show. So we had a couple of girls who decided to become a part of the show. We asked them some questions, and we had a 10-year-old winner, and her name was Akira. And she was so shy at the beginning, but she kind of got out of her shyness and on the stage. So she answered questions about who she was and what she would do with the crown that she had gotten, and her answers were just so cute. She was just so cute.
So this
Where's
show
this
is-
held at? I'm sorry.
This was held in Baltimore this year, but each year he kind of takes it to different cities. It's pretty
So the show itself, you're crowning young black women or just young women, or
the audience was full of young black women.
Nice.
And what I also do is I motivate and I inspire young girls to be everything that they can possibly be. So it was good for me to kind of be a part of helping another young queen grow into herself, because I once wanted to be what I am now. So,
Good.
yeah, it was cool.
Following your dream.
other than
Yeah.
acting, the way I met Teela B is through A-List Intensive, which is an acting workshop, and basically, hey, Scott, I'm sorry. One nail missing, pop them on the
Now I'm in my element.
Right.
Yeah, there you
You
go.
on the other side of the camera.
Let me suck my neck in.
How you suck your neck in?
But Teela had an acting workshop, and in that acting workshop, it wasn't like a normal workshop. When I tell you, it felt like home. It felt like home. And I'm not gonna lie, I was just a little bit like, this crap is in Baltimore, and yeah, like it's an hour away. But when I got there, I was signing up for classes I wasn't even signed up for. Like when I got there, you think she wasn't gonna take my money? She had that computer up, baby. Sit down.
That's right.
Put your
That's
name
right.
in. That's for the car. But when I tell you, it was fun, and from that, I got booked off of going to her. When I tell you, so more about A-List Intensive, because there's a lot of up and coming actors. Scott is another one. I went and got my photo shoot done with him. No,
I want to say,
He behind the scenes.
an all around good person. I think I even told you at one of our classes. I told you about Scott, and so awesome dude as well. You guys should connect as well. Awesome photographer.
Well, we've been kind of behind the scenes talking, and so it's good that we're on the same show together.
Behind the
Together.
scenes. Wait a minute. I don't know nothing about this.
Wait a minute.
Scott, you was a little slicky
Look, he being behind the scenes now.
I follow a lot of people, you know, what have you, and
what have you?
That's my
team. That's my team. What have you?
What have you?
That a lot.
That's her hashtag.
oh, that's
No, that is the inside joke.
okay.
She always
I'm trying to get my duct tape
with her
right.
duct tape on her phone or what have you.
iPhone 19.
Yes.
Okay.
If anybody at Fans Eddie's found the back to my phone, just let me know.
No.
Give him the number, Stacey. Give him the number.
The number is 240-389-3397. Call me up.
Or what have you.
Or what have you. The back to my phone. Duct tape.
So, yeah, me and Scott have been kind of talking. I think I kind of tried to set up a photo shoot with him, but it didn't pan out. But it will. It's gonna pop off.
Well, see, I was talking about. I must have spoke you in existence, honey, because she probably was your friend, didn't know you. Now she knows you. But maybe not. Scott be behind.
No,
the
I was
scenes
gonna say,
all the
actually,
time.
we've been friends
We've
on
been
Facebook
for a while.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
We've
So
been
you ain't
following
telling me
each
who I
other.
was talking about.
I might didn't understand who you were talking about.
See, okay.
Because I might have been in A-list acting mode,
I
but
know,
trying
that's
to
right.
understand everything that you were
What's
saying.
A-list?
But
Okay,
so
so-
the A-list
A-list.
acting.
Yeah,
What does that mean?
Oh
Okay.
yeah, so it's actually a workshop that my husband actually gave me the idea because at a point I wasn't getting any gigs or any jobs, and I was just like, something has got to change. So he's like, well, you need to create your own opportunities. So with that, we kind of brainstormed a little bit. So he gave me the idea to start a workshop for up and coming actors to get seen by producers and casting directors so that they could, you know, get work. And so I kind of sought out the best actors in Baltimore, and I kind of hooked up with my partner. He's awesome, so we kind of got together and we created the workshops. So out of that, we had classes to get
Make sure we
booked.
understand that he's not just awesome. His name is.
His name is awesome, but I didn't want to kind of. So I didn't talk to
Well,
him and see if
that's
he wanted
awesome.
me to say it, but you out there, he
Yeah.
awesome. But so we got together and we decided that we wanted to help create opportunities for young black up and coming actors. So that's exactly what happened. We got the best producers and casting directors in the DMV to come out and teach the classes, which puts the actors in front of them. And we all got booked from the classes, so it did what it was supposed to do. So we're really excited about that.
Okay, so are you expanding? How is it?
So we've launched in January. We've had 2 sessions, so things are moving well. I'm not going to say we're expanding, but God has the final say. But we will be continuing to do more sessions with new criteria and more actors and more producers, and we just want to see what happens.
You from Baltimore.
Tell us
I am
what-
I
from
can
Baltimore.
hear it.
Really?
I can hear it.
We haven't had her say you yet though.
Me too.
What are, let us. Can you tell us like some of the things that you have worked on, like as far as your modeling journey? How was that, or the acting, and some of the things that you've done?
Growing up, I've always wanted to be a model and an actress. But you know, growing up, you kind of I was self-conscious, so I was just like, Teela, you're not gonna make it in any of this stuff. So I kind of played the background for a long time. In high school, I wanted to be in the modeling club, and everything was telling me to go, but I didn't because my confidence wasn't there. So as I grew older, I had to learn that I am who I am and just embrace everything that comes along with who I am and make it work for me. So when I turned 30, I was like, all right, Teela, this is the time to make it happen. So I just went full force. And I became a model of the month in one of the magazines in Baltimore, and from that he casted me in my first play, and that's how I became an actress. So things are kind of like streamlining and moving around for me. So all I had to do was just stick my toe out and go ahead the rest of it.
So what is the acting life like in Baltimore? What is it
the
like?
The acting life in Baltimore is lit. Like, it's a lot of talent in the DMV, and you wouldn't know it because we kind of separated. But I think that now that's going to be like a spirit of togetherness, because I believe that Baltimore can be just like Cali. And that's when I talk to everybody who's making big moves in Baltimore, we all are saying the same things. So we don't have to leave home to become big. We just got to create what we have and stick together. So that's the kind of feel of what's going on in Baltimore right now. And I'm glad to have met Nikki because she's from the D. So everybody's starting to connect. So it's happening.
That networking is something.
Okay.
I tell you, aside of social media and just being able to go out and just meet people.
The best part of it is
I'm
meeting
glad
people.
she said that because most people think you have to leave, go to other cities and states in order to make it. But we have everything we need here. We got bomb photographers and videographers, amazing hairstylists, makeup artists, great actors and actresses. Like, why we gotta go anywhere?
It's definitely about collaborating because I would say, as far as acting is concerned, I would give big props to Stacey because she's always stayed humble. She'll give you a resource without even thinking twice. And a lot of things within DC, I'm not sure about Baltimore, but DC, I will say personally, once you know something, it's like pulling teeth to get it out of somebody.
Yeah, people don't want to share.
And
People don't want to share. Why?
You come across when you, like you said, instead of staying in the background and going to classes and holding your information, and I stuck my foot out there, and I was getting information like this, and I sat with Scott for a photo shoot just to take some photos, and one thing about me, I don't never feel myself being photogenic, so I guess like the confidence level, you have to build your confidence level. And Scott was like, girl, you look good. I was like, what is this? I'm like, yeah, he went to like 9,000 pictures. I was like, nope.
Nikki is very cute. She's very
cute. That confidence level was everything. And he brought that out of me, a different side out of me. Stacey brought a different side out of me. Chyna brought a different side. Everybody, even sitting with Indy getting my hair done, this girl right here, grandma, will make you feel like, yes. When you leave, you know, Maya, everyone. And so networking is big, but I'm getting to the point of when I just sat with Scott for that little bit of time and I was just, you know, generally talking. I think I may have said like 2 words about acting. And next thing I know, he was like, oh, that's what you trying to do? Okay, well, let me call up so-and-so for you.
Wow,
that's right. That's right. Yeah, he said it.
What's your name?
He said how y'all met.
Honey, and that's how I ended up getting apart in no time. You know, it's that networking, and when somebody else believes in you, it's kind of like, dang, you know, it's a feeling that it's like it keeps you on a rocket ship.
That's right.
After you get that first push, so
because you don't want to let them down.
Like proud parents.
My heart was beating because when I got there, my first stage play, and I got out there, and I looked, and the first person I saw was Scott with the whole camera.
With the whole camera, not half the camera.
Everybody gets there, so you know he's there. Like Stacey was there, but I didn't know where. But Scott, I'm like, please don't trip on this door. Please don't. Please suck your stomach in. Please smile. Look down. Look up. Like everything he was telling me in the photo shoot is like, but. I loved it. I love the experience. I can't wait for other opportunities. Much love on you. You're also in another stage play. I couldn't do both, so tell us a little bit more about the play, The Avenue.
Play, The Avenue. It's one of the directors who came to teach at the A-List. She's actually has her own plays and things, and her name is Rosalind Gaines.
Yes, much love to
She
Ms.
is
Ross.
amazing. So she casted most of the A-List class from the A-List session, so we're pretty much all still working together. But The Avenue is about the roaring 50s and 60s of the Pennsylvania Avenue in Baltimore, Maryland. So that's where it was the heyday. We had Ella Fitzgerald, we had all these names, Duke Ellington, and just Cab Calloway, and they would come and they would perform. So again, Baltimore has always had a rich history of royalty when it comes to the African American community in entertainment. So it's just only right that we get it back. So we're just reenacting the heydays of the 1950s and 60s from the Avenue in Baltimore, Maryland. So
Well, that's amazing because people don't know the history, and once you come out with stories like that, that allows a lot of people to understand the history and want to get back to the good parts of back in the day.
And just even being in a cast member, you're learning so much, and you're just humble because you're playing these people who your parents have looked up to, and just like, wow, I get to reenact that person. So it's just like, it's just amazing.
And it's good that, you know, one thing that I like to see us expand in is doing more than, you know, I'm glad something like that from the 50s and the 60s where we can be known for that. And
as great as the show as it was, and I loved it to death more than The Wire.
Yes,
to show that Baltimore is bigger than just that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a good look. That's a real good look.
So shout out to Ms. Ross for definitely taking. She's awesome. And a play that I did with her, it was called I've Got a Right to Shout, and it was about the journey of the black woman from Africa to the United States. So I got a chance to play Queen Nefertiti, and I got a chance to play Michelle Obama. So I was like the beginning and the end. So it's just I just had some awesome opportunities. And even with these roles, they're helping my confidence, because if I can play these roles and make you believe that I'm these people, then I must have these women inside of me.
That's
so
right.
That's just
girl, that's how I be feeling, girl.
Okay. You better do with your black girl magic over there, honey.
Yes, you are beautiful, honey. Yes, you are. You keep doing your thing. I am so.
You deserve that crown,
That sash
honey.
on. Let me go be somebody. Let me go be somebody. I want me a sash and a crown.
Stace, you are somebody.
Y'all can make you one.
You gonna make me what? Make me one. I want the crown earring. I don't want the. Yeah, I don't want everything that everybody else had, the crown like that. Make me some crown earrings. And let them set on my shoulder right here like that. You know they gotta set down here because I gotta have my hair do. I gotta do my hair different. So you give me some crowns down. Put it right here.
I'm gonna get you Stace.
Hold on, y'all. She gonna do her hair in the crown.
I want it. I'm gonna hold y'all to it.
Hey, we gonna collaborate.
Hey, TB and ST, we gonna be together without saying y'all think y'all modeling, baby.
That's a good idea, though. That would be cute to have some.
See, I'm coming up with all this stuff here today. Entrepreneurship.
If you don't know yet, baby, let me tell you, Stacey Tyson will make them bad boys.
And she's a fashionista. Like, I can look at her and tell, so I know she's gonna kill it.
Girl, I got something to tell you.
Outfit and tassels on your shoes.
Hold on, she should have never said nothing about them crown earrings. You know, I'm my little craft section at home. I'm over here with
Juicy got me. Juicy got me. And look, and guess how I want him to hook? I'm gonna get a hook. I'm gonna do a braid.
All right.
I'm gonna have a braid that come from here to here, and it's gonna have my crown right here. Just let him.
I already got it.
Blonde braid.
I don't have no crown on my braid.
It's gonna be a cute blonde braid.
I got it.
Go ahead on Benny Roll Housewives.
Okay.
All of us, the ladies of the Chyna Pink Show, we're gonna especially have on our photo shoot. We're gonna have.
Now, when I come in here next Sunday with this earring, I'm gonna bring it next Sunday.
Okay, that's what we're gonna do. See how we do it here, ladies of the Chyna Pink Show. That's how we do. You could come through here and holler at us any Sunday, anytime you get ready. You just call us up and say, look, I want to hang with y'all. We might even do some after hours.
I'm telling you. Because Teela also has a podcast show that you did. She just told me she's been on.
You gotta stop it.
She asked me stuff we was gonna talk about. I didn't tell her to talk about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it.
Well, you here now. You here.
So I did have a little, not a little. I did have a radio show. It was called Just Fashion with Me, Teela B. Because I am a fashion stylist as well. And I haven't done it in about 6 months, but my platform was to have all of the stylists and the fashionistas and some actors and actresses, because they have style too, to come on my show and just talk about their journey, how they became who they were, and how fashion connects with what they do now. So I think I'm gonna have to start it back up.
Let's start it back up.
You're not going to. You
start your stuff back up.
It's
Don't wait for nobody. Start your stuff back up and get it going.
Right in front of you.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, we're gonna get this thing together. Get all the
run that commercial.
I don't consider myself as that, though. I don't consider myself as that. I'm just a great person, I feel, but I can adapt to all levels. You know what I'm saying? When a person like that,
you can go from the trap house to the White House.
Wait, baby.
That's how I feel.
Wait a minute. I ain't going to the White House right now.
No, I'm saying, you know what I'm saying.
I'll stay at the trap house for a little while longer. I'm trapping, baby. A little while longer.
And that's just the Baltimore in me, like.
Yeah, that's us, you know.
We're all fun.
You ain't nowhere around the corner.
Yeah, exactly.
So look, that's what we're gonna do.
Because I got excited about going to A-list, and then it was like, this the last class. I'm gonna do one. So
you gotta make some more classes.
So we, he's Austin is so busy and I'm becoming busy that we haven't sat down and really set the next session, but just stay connected to the A-List at the Intensive page on Facebook and Instagram. And I'm soon we'll be rolling something out. Yeah.
Well, you keep us informed.
Yes. I will.
We have some actresses here at our table. Chyna's not here, but we would love to come and kick it with you and hang out and let you see how we do it. We ain't gonna give too much. We gonna do a little bit. Because you gonna want to come back again. You gonna want us to hang out with you again. No, you gonna want us to hang out in Baltimore. We tear it up. We ain't nowhere around the corner though. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, because like you said, Nikki came and networked with you and all, and I would love, you know, for us to come and just get into your world there and see what's going on.
That'd be great. I would love it.
Because I'll be standing beside somebody that's been crowned, baby. Who gets that? Hello?
Who gets that?
Who gets to be beside somebody that's been crowned?
That's correct.
And not with the tramp stamps.
Oh,
and the makeshift stuff, all that. We're some real live stuff. She'll be walking with us.
But one thing I will say about this entire table is that we all stand strong as black women and black men.
Okay,
yeah.
Well, back up from the table then.
But you know this is an all-girl panel. This is an all-women panel.
But as a man too, and one thing I love about each person here is that you, including myself, is willing to share everything that we have. And that right there is going to make this area pop.
Yes.
If we get more people that are not supposed to be selfish, but be supportive,
Yes.
I mean, this area will blow up. And I see it coming. It's coming. And just because you made a good statement, we're all separated. We're going to bring DC and Baltimore together because when I stepped over to Baltimore, I mean, the people that I met in that class that I still connect with, it's so much going on out there. And we're so focused on what's going on in D.C. It is so much going on in D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. We need to come together as one. Make this, like you said, California, Atlanta, and everywhere else. Maybe.
Let's everybody dress alike.
Wait a minute.
We all right now.
There's a little bit earrings, right?
Y'all ain't gonna wear the earrings. Let's everybody dress alike.
I will wear the earrings. I will
Yeah,
earrings.
you
I'm gonna shoot them.
everybody dress alike.
You need to not even do that because we dress like you in the mall. You be a new person.
I know. We just doing it for that day. No.
And
Unity.
Earrings, shag.
Let's do a day of unity.
I agree.
Look, I'm like that. I got an answer.
But the fact that it's so many of you ladies in one room with the same agenda is just amazing. Like when she asked me to be a part of the show and then I saw the flyer and it's like 6 of you guys and I was like, that's awesome. 6 black women working together.
TB is 7. It's 17.
Oh,
It's 17. I'm sorry. I can't let you get away with that one because you done left one of us out.
That's golden number of completion.
Yeah.
7. So you guys have already got something powerful here, just the 7 of you all together.
Absolutely.
7 full
That's
sisters,
awesome.
no problem.
That's awesome.
That one right there. I swear, I swear my ears stay on fire. How y'all doing? Y'all got 7 people in them girls. Okay,
But
just
we
watch
make
us
it
on
happen.
Sunday.
It's funny you
see
say that about the number 7. I am a number 7, born on a 7, on the year of a 7, the month of a 7. So
and then you the number 7 lady. We gonna make you number 7.
Yeah, she's that. No, she is because she's the youngest.
see?
That's great.
Girl, what time is it? I got to go play my number. Hold on there, somebody.
Look, I was sitting there saying I don't play numbers.
Hey, what you gonna tell me? You can tell me
777.
9311. Call us out. 240-777.
That's what we all know.
Hey y'all. Okay, it's our time, y'all. We about to wrap this up.
But I want to chime in. I heard you guys speaking about your drive. So I also have a barber, Mike, over at Crown Royal. He's also willing to do about 5. I also own a mobile kid spa, so I'm gonna do like manicures for a couple of the girls out there. I'm gonna connect with y'all and probably do a couple manicures while Stacy braiding up their hair to keep them still.
Keep you still, because that's
She said
what
to
you
keep
gotta
them
do.
still.
Wow. Well,
I
would
tell
love
you,
to
make that
come.
dream go
Whatever
back.
I can do to assist, I would love to.
Wear your crown and your sash, honey. That's
Yeah,
that's
I'm
it
telling
right
you, confidence is everything. I'm gonna tell you something. We're gonna need some motivation. When I got these babies in my chair, y'all don't forget the less fortunate. Y'all bring them on over
the
there.
less fortunate.
baby, when we have them in them chairs, especially when I have, I'm going to get these schedules together. When I had these young ladies in my chairs, I really want some, you know how, I was just speaking real quick. How, you know how you be in a barbershop or a hair salon and they gossiping? I don't want to hear nothing. Somebody said, what you do? No. Ask any of my clients, I do not say nothing. I put on a movie and you look at the movie or we talk about some hair. I'm not talking about if, ands, or buts or nobody else. So I am for doing hair and have a motivational speech while we're talking. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about something else. Why we gotta gossip?
Right.
Let's talk about what's going on, some opportunities that we may have for somebody else that this person in this chair can pass on instead of, girl, guess what I heard when I was getting my hair done? I heard we can go over here and get this job.
Right. And if anybody wants to come out and just participate and help, you know, we will greatly appreciate that.
Yeah, all help is good help.
And if you got a popcorn machine, a snow cone machine, something like that, balloons, right, anything, that'd be helpful.
So real quick, we're going to go around it. TB, tell us where we can find you. Tell us real quick.
So I'm on all social media. My handle is the same. I am Teela B. That is IamTeela B. You can find me.
Okay.
London_Bridges for me and the Chyna Pink Show.
Yes, you can find me pretty much every day of the week at Levi's Bartending, up and coming actress. So you will see me again, and you will always find me each and every Sunday on the Ladies of the Chyna Pink Show.
Hey.
And Nikki's Creations, what happened to that?
Oh, yeah, girl, baby, I'm at Nikki's Creations. I'm run out of time. Nikki's Creations at gmail.com. And y'all know, look on YouTube, baby. I'm always the same.
There it is. Okay. Well, you can find me on Instagram at Organically Sexy, and I never mention my jewelry page, but it happens to be popping currently. Sorry, I leave it out. It's Bel Regalo Designs. You can go on there and see some fun stuff on Facebook. India Janae. Janae spelled Jnai.
What does that name mean?
Janae?
No, Bella.
Bel Regalo, beautiful gift in Italian.
I like that.
Some French.
Let's make some beautiful gifts in Italian. Scott, come on, Scott. Let's tell us for the third time. Then we gonna put you out of here.
Right. BigShotScott.com.
Yeah.
BigShotScott.com. Big Shot Scott 216 on Instagram. Just Scott Midgett on Facebook. And everybody stay tuned and be on the lookout. I'm gonna do a photo shoot with all the ladies. Actually, everybody in here.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, all of us.
Shoot-a-thon. Your last name does not represent you because you are not hardly a midget.
I know.
That first day of school every day.
Well, that's his last name.
Yeah, first day of school was rough.
I'm sure.
I bet, because they was like, Scott Midgett.
You so big. You're not a midget. I'm sure them kids.
Yeah, Scott Midgett, then you hear.
Right. Because you stand up like here.
Well, for me, Stacy Ticey, everything. I don't think I'm getting cloned anymore, so I really don't know. So when you see the hashtag It's Stacy for Real, y'all know it's me. If they don't put It's Stacy for Real, hashtag Facebook and all that, you know it. Anyway.
And if they don't go live from the Paradigm on Thursday?
No, I just hashtag Stacy for Real. Everything of mine is still the same. I ain't gonna change nothing. Ain't nobody gonna make me change nothing unless I'm ready. But that's where y'all can find me at. And on every Sunday, 5 to 6, at the Ladies of the Chyna Pink Show, right here. Y'all heard what I said about this drive and all that going on. Hey, I love y'all. Love yourself. And most of all, watch us next Sunday, y'all.
All right. She's going to be a different person coming through Mystique of the Chyna Pink Show.
All right. We out here, y'all.
Bye.
I did. What the music on